Today, from San Diego, California, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's San Diego taking on the Austin Armadillos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Armadillos and our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing up.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 17 carries, 57 yards.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of everyone.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
A loss of 10 yards.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Taken down and sacked.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 4th down, it's Trevor Daniel to punt. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy average about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run with Henderson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 16 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Open man, it's Preston Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards and an Austin first down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
Now Tannehill. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there.
And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dragons nothing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And he breaks through another tackle. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill. 2 guys, you know, people with these 2 rows, and you have to go right through the middle of them and make sure you take care of the football and knock people aside. He's performing the drill on that run.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They run the option on 2nd down.
The pass.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It's a gain of 6.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Henderson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings
out of the gun, Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Let's go. 20.
On first down, Henderson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
He's going to use his legs here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Henderson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Complete.
David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. What a drive that was. 16 plays all told.
14. Dragons, nothing.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Harris has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A big loss on the play.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On third down, Hines. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, it's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On first down, Tannehill. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Armadillos 17, Dragons nothing.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports halftime report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Ryan Tannehill, who's had the hot hand in the first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Austin's offense ready to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Here you go. Right here. Got 20.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Here you go. 30. Check the stick. Get him.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run once more with Henderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He was brought down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Henderson will try and run for the first. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead is now 24. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Harris on the return. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They run again with Hines. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
In punt formation.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
1st down and 10.
Boston's offense ready to go again. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Henderson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Darrell Henderson. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a dump off here complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Armadillos.
On the carry is Henderson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Number 35, the ball carrier. The tackle made.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now it's Tannehill. And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And this offense is running away with this one.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Walsh now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A 10-play drive that time.
31. Dragons, nothing.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Harris on the return. His guys take over.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, first and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This one caught by Davis. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Henderson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Henderson, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Derek Noddy on the tackle.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for James Washington.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Colby Wadman in punt formation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
29 is Mike 29.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. That catch good for only a couple. Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Open man is Duvernay. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back to throw now on first down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Fighting to stay upright. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got Jack Doyle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They go play action here on first down. Powering forward on the left side, a catch by White. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Third down and 8 yards.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Deontay Harris. Incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Austin, they'll wind up picking up win number 14 on the year. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the home team here, despite the loss, they're going to finish the campaign at a sterling 13-3. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round.